Hello, hello, hi, hi, folks. Welcome, welcome. Happy Tuesday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. I am Sean Azimi, and I help folks to create a side income using social media. If that interests you, go to sidegeeksean.com and let's connect. How do you like that refreshed and new tagline, opening tagline? Um, feel like I need to change that up for some reason. I got a little nudge to. I've been getting nudged to change that, so hopefully I'll perfect it. You know, I don't know if I perfect it, but I'll work with it to get it better. Anyway, let's get on with tonight. Um, I've had this conversation with a few people, and throughout the years, throughout my the different jobs, if you would, and even with my family, some people ask, "Hey, how does education play in wealth and happiness?" Now, I smile because if you know me, then you're pretty clear on this answer. But since most of you don't know me, I'm going to share with you a couple of thoughts. Now, back in the day when I was in grade school, this is I don't know 45 years ago in Iran. This was a famous, very popular um, essay question, and that is wealth better or education? Yeah, that was the question. And you'd have to write an essay, right? And I gotta tell you, I always wrote wealth is better. I don't know. I never understood why, but I just from the get go, I just love the money, right? So I always wrote wealth is better. Some of you are going to shoot me for this, but you're like, no. But let me share a couple thoughts with you. Um, does education really bring wealth or happiness? Now, I want to give you my personal thoughts, and my personal thought is that it doesn't. Education doesn't translate into wealth, not necessarily. Now, it can give you a really good foundation, right? Um, Education doesn't translate into wealth. Now, let me tell you this, lack of education doesn't translate into wealth either. See, it's not that, oh, education is a waste of time and lack of education is everything. That's not what I said. But when we're talking about education in particular and how it has a role when it comes to success and wealth and happiness, I got to tell you, education doesn't, it may even, you may not like this, but it might even hinder you from reaching wealth and true happiness. Because the more educated you may feel you are, then you may be getting more further away from like reaching wealth or health or happiness, not health or happiness. Now I'm going to give you a couple of again thoughts, right? Now, personally, I know more uneducated rich people that I know educated broke people, right? How many educated people do you know that are broke, that live paycheck to paycheck, that live a good life on the outside, but they have so much debt, so much stress, are not even happy, right? I mean, you've seen so many educated people that are not happy, that are miserable, that are not making money, that are complaining, that are nagging. Hold that thought. On the other side, uneducated folks. You get to see a lot of uneducated folks not happy, not successful, nagging and complaining. So, what's the factor in between here? What's the common factor in between, right? And I'll give you a couple things. One is that if you're educated or not educated, that doesn't translate into wealth and happiness by themselves. Okay. Now, personally, I think if you're educated, it's going to help you in understanding people more, right? Now, self education also counts. Personal development, reading books, experiencing life, self education, right? But just being a book smart, it doesn't make you rich and wealthy and happy. I like to argue that it may kind of do the opposite sometimes, most of the times, right? So just relying on education and titles and all this stuff is wonderful, is great, but that doesn't again translate into wealth. You can have all these uh, degrees framed and have them on the wall, but if you're not doing anything with them, doesn't matter if you're educated or not. You're not getting to wealth. You're not reaching complete happiness. You're not. Because you're not living on purpose. Now, let me give you this. Then you have an uneducated person that busts his butt or her butt, works tirelessly day in, day out, sweats, and then becomes successful, becomes wealthy, then you don't really have education here to come and say, hey, I had everything to do with this. It doesn't. What it has everything to do with is perseverance, working tirelessly, having a dream, a vision, and not letting lack of education get in the way. See, some people think that they're just too smart for their own dreams. Some people think, oh, I'm just too smart. I have it all already. I'm good, right? So some people let their education and smartness get in the way of them what? Progressing in life, growing in life. Then you have somebody on the other side who's uneducated and is constantly working on themselves, constantly working on their relationships, constantly working on being a better person, constantly working to get closer to their creator. then you have that person who's uneducated, right? So education doesn't give you that guarantee, right? What it gives you is a very good foundation, a good understanding, right? But you mix that, with grit and working tirelessly and working on yourself and doing this self education. Imagine the change that you can experience not only in your life, but in the lives of other people who are around you, whom you actually impact. Imagine what 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 effect it can have on those people, right? So don't let education or lack of education get in the way of you. Hey, are we frozen? Of you? Are we good? Hey, are we good? Okay. So don't let education or lack of education get in the way of you going to the top. I hope this was helpful. I hope you got some love, some inspiration, some value from this. I appreciate you guys. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback below. Let this feed grow. And you feel like this is worthy of sharing, do what you gotta do. Spread the love. And with that, if you, I am Sean. I got a new one for you. I am Sean Azimi, and I help people to create a side income using social media. If that interests you, go to sidegigshawn.com and let's connect. With that, I'm signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love.